I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we are doing Week 14 of the NFL Madden League Season 13, 2018. I'm online coach Big Kurt Lloyd Green. I'll be coaching the Philadelphia Eagles at Dallas, so this is gonna be a real big game. If there's anybody that want to join any leagues, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Joe Price 834 is my PSN for you to contact me. Or you can friend me on my Facebook page, Joe Price, or you can friend me on my new Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and current. Okay. Um, Let me see. Has to be more. Hit the subscribe button if you like the channel. Show your love. Hit the subscription button. Then after you become a subscriber, make sure that you hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new content. Okay. And you can also check my channel. If you hit the bell, you become a subscriber, and you don't get a notification when I drop a video. You can check my channel every 20 minutes, half an hour, 10 minutes, or whatever at your leisure, and you can be able to catch me live. All right. So this is just for my subscribers, and those who are not subscribers, same information applies to you. And I still like to thank you for your support coming by and checking out the channel. We have a lot of fun over here. Um, okay. So the Eagles, we are 4-5-1, which is a bummer, and we're going against Dallas, who are 4-6. Okay. I think that this might be. Let me see. Okay, so this is our first meeting of. Is this our first? Yes, this is our first meeting of the year, and then we'll meet one more time before the season's out. So this is a very big game. We just lost at home against the Bears. I felt we should have won that game. Nick Foles played excellent, but we didn't come through. Our field goal kicker missed crucial kicks, and it cost us the game. So anyway, we're going to get down to another hot game, hot stream of the Philadelphia Eagles season, all right, in the Madden League, season 13, 2018. Philadelphia Eagles at Dallas Cowboys coming up next.
Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led onto the field by their 6'6" quarterback, the former Arizona Wildcat, Nick Foles.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Now Foles. And right away, he lost the football. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Foles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. That's two really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The second down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So we're through a quarter here on Thanksgiving Day. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defense...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That goes for a gain of 31. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give it... a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down, Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got Moncrief. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A give to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
Yeah, as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
They're going to look to throw. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. Now back to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando to yours. We'll get back to AT&T Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the one down in Carson, where it'll be the Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Welcome to the stream, Autumn Perry. What's up, buddy? Welcome. You said my babysitter cheers for the Cowboys. Yes. Okay, that's a good team. A lot of people cheer for the Cowboys.
Elliott now
The
to kick this
Cowboys
one
are a
away.
good team. Yeah, they are a really good team, you know.
This is taken about
They're good.
7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it
I know
comes out to
Philly,
the
we having problems
25-yard
with them right
line.
now. We're having problems, man.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll
I
go
don't
on
know,
offense
man. We're not
first
playing
here
good
in
this
this
season.
third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Yeah, we play Tampa Bay.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Sunday,
they were able to get the
Perry,
stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter
We're playing
three.
Tampa
They
Bay.
can
It's
really
going to be a
take
good game,
charge,
too.
can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the
know it's
half.
gonna be a good game.
I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hurts over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice games. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You got Xbox 360 or Xbox One?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Yeah, which Xbox you got?
And they need to work
Xbox
to at least get
360,
some of this
Xbox One.
yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set. Green 39.
Oh, okay.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Oh,
Complete.
my God.
And able to
Yeah,
break
Xbox
one
One is
tackle,
real
but
nice.
then quickly brought down. But a
I
nice
don't
little
got
gain.
one, though, but I don't know how to stream the Xbox One. So I went with PS4, and I like it. I like PlayStation 4.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm
Well,
going to
pretty
go
good
for it.
coverage there, and both of
I'm
these
at the
defenses, they've had good coverage throughout
I'm
this
not
one.
go for it. No, we're not
About it.
punting.
And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched
You
game in
should've made that
baseball on
pass,
both
man.
sides, where the tension continues
go
to
for
build.
this.
Who's going to make the big play?
They'll set up a throw.
There we
And
go.
he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to 2.
We're down
a really nice gain of 25 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes.
Sorry.
Sacked at the 10.
It's all right. It's okay. Sorry. We're still in zone area.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw.
Touchdown!
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Dallas
talking about.
Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the
got on the
lead.
board, man. 3rd quarter. This is what I'm talking about, man. Yes.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we get this field goal, too. Let me see that. Go ahead.
Elliott good on the extra point.
Beautiful.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Still in this thing. It ain't over.
A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Man, finally got on the board. All game long. Finally broke through. I like the Broncos. Case Keenum. They got Case Keenum.
Elliott now to
Broncos
kick this
gonna
one
be
away.
nice, man. I like the Broncos. And also the Oakland Raiders are going to be
That'll
good
be
too.
taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the
Oakland
25-yard
Raiders
line.
and the Denver Broncos should be real
Now
good out
Dallas
west.
gets set to take the field. They punted last time.
not my
They had
guy.
what steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
No,
Let's just go to the
not
fullback.
my guy.
101, the trade expression 101.
No,
Win
not my
first
guy.
down. Make 5,
This is
6,
just my
7
little
yards
hobby
on
when I
first
do. I
down.
normally
And make it a 2nd and 3,
during the
2nd
night,
and
and I try to
manageable.
make time
Keep
for my
accumulating
gaming.
first downs that way.
This
Keep
is
moving
what I
the
do when I got
football.
time.
Don't
When
get
I got
behind the
time off
sticks,
from work,
because
this
then
is my job.
the defense has the advantage.
It'll be a good job, though. I wouldn't mind doing this. I like it. I wouldn't mind this being my job. I like it,
Off
though.
play action to
I like
Elliott. Here's
screaming.
Prescott.
Get him.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the
I would like
33-yard line.
screaming. I wish this could be
A
my
gain of
job.
4 on the play, and that's going to
I would
bring
like
up
it.
a 3rd
Shoot,
down.
I'll do it. They have that. They call them game testers or whatever it is, you know.
The Cowboys
There's nothing
on
wrong
3rd
with
down.
streaming for a job.
3 for
What's wrong
7
with that?
so
There's
far in
nothing
this
wrong with
game.
games,
This time they
for a
face a
career.
3rd and 2.
This is a fun career. I wish I had a career like this, man. Ain't no shame
Throw
with
is
it. I'm not no
Prescott.
shame with it.
And he's got more tie, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory.
Dude, I wish this
across
was
the
my
40.
job. No, it's not my job, but I wish it was.
Prescott now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Everybody think.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. Having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll look to throw again. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let's go, Philly.
Zach
All
Ertz.
right, back on the board.
Touchdown
Zach
number
Ertz.
20 on the year.
Nate
And the Eagles
Stuckfield
have
coming
moved
up
out
here
in
for
front
Philly.
here in the 4th
Go
quarter.
Eagles.
A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Everybody take line in.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be third and 15.
What's up, buddy?
46.
What's going on, MC Eagles, man? What's up, man?
Here's Preston.
No, get up! No!
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Oh, my God!
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spelled frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. They ended up going to the running back out of the backfield. He picks up a back-breaking first down.
Looking sideline, incomplete. It was looking for Dante Moncrief that time.
That was crazy.
And it's second down.
Damn, how did he
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Incomplete, yes.
The throw left a little too far. It brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Nick Foles, I took him out because he wasn't playing good. And I put Nate Studfield in. Because Nick Foles wasn't playing good at all.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up fourth down.
Nick Foles played good last game against Chicago. You can see that on my channel. I took a bad loss today, man. I took a bad loss.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
I should have beat Chicago, man. We always have seasons like this.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, we'll take it at the 20. We always have seasons like this, MC Eagles, man. We struggle.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Bird shrugs him aside, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. Pronto, stepping up big plays. Let's go Philly.
Quarterback now, 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Pronto, baby.
They'll look to throw.
Right there. Oh, no, get that.
Now he'll double underneath to his running back. Complete. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
I know this chat is not showing on the screen. Do you have a PS4? Because I heard an update or something. The PS4 chat is not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. No, I got a PS4.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Hey.
Oh, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Oh, I messed
the return
up.
comes to a right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, my God.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in passing situations. He's spot dropping because of the zone. He's picking up man-to-man. He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to
yeah,
this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule. They get the ball back on anymore.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
We're going to try to
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
That's all right, because they still got to get
third down.
We got to stop from getting in the end zone.
And you're throwing the ball.
Let's step up with the completion.
Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's got Moncrief. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bo Scarborough, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.